Hari Om, Pranamam to all blessed souls. While discussing Mantra 8 of the ISAVASYOPANISHAD, we have heavily drawn from the interpretation given by Sri Shankara Bhagavatpada. Still, perhaps we can highlight one or two points where Sri Aurobindo Ghosh differed from Sri Shankaracharya. Sri Shankaracharya points it out that the mantra has started with Saparyagat. He has gone in all directions. Thereafter, he, the Brahman, has been described as Shukram, Akayam, Avranam, Asnaviram without sinews, Shuddham, Apapavidham, untainted by sin, and so on. There the neuter gender has been used. Later, in the next line, the description proceeds with words like Kavi, Manishi, all in masculine gender. So Sri Shankara Bhagavatpada says that all these intervening epithets should be treated as in masculine gender. The neuter gender has to be altered to masculine gender. What Sri Shankara Bhagavatpada said was Shukram ityadini vachamsi pullingatvena parineyani. This is what Bhagavatpada said. At the same time, Sri Aurobindo Ghosh has pointed out that it is erroneous to conceive that the Upanishads declare the Brahman as only as an impersonality, a god without power, without qualities. No. On the other hand, the Upanishads have always been ready to project that unknowable as having a double aspect, the aspect of personality and impersonality. To quote Sri Aurobindo Ghosh, personality and impersonality. Wherever Brahman is referred to in a general way, comprehensive way, the neuter gender is preferred, like tat, that, meaning that, in neuter gender. But where that aspect of Brahman by which we call him the Lord of the universe, governing everything in the universe, inhabiting the universe, at the same time transcendental to that, then we prefer to use, the Upanishads prefer to use the masculine gender as Purusha, Ishvara, and so on. Thus, he does not suggest or he does not exhort us to change alter the gender. Quite comfortable either way. The immutable Brahman has been referred to in the first line. It is he who has gone abroad. Going abroad is the expression used by Sri Aurobindo Ghosh. And he is Kavi, Manishi. The universe is his poem. Manishi, the universe is governed by him, by the Lord, according to his conception and determination. Similarly, when it comes to the question of the interpretation of the expression Shashwadibhya Samabhya Yadhatatyotha Arthan Shashwadibhya Samabhya. There, Sri Shankaracharya said that the Lord governing the universe, Ishvara, the Lord, he has apportioned the duties to the different world creators, Prajapatis, Shashvatibhya, Samabhya. By Samabhya, Sama is again explained as Samvatsaras. And Shankara Bhagavad Pada says, the duties have been apportioned to the Prajapatis known as Samvatsaras. And they have been there always. They are eternal personalities. These have been apportioned to them. The duties have been apportioned to them according to the action and the result of action, the endeavors and fitness of all beings. Everything is as it ought to be. Yatha tathyata. Arthan vyadhadat. The objects, all things, all padarthas have been apportioned, divided according to how it should be. Here, there is a mention of Prajapatis, but Shri Aurobindo Ghosh doesn't make any reference to the world creators. He doesn't make any reference to the Prajapatis. Shri Aurobindo Ghosh says that when the subjectively described Brahman, when that is brought to the face of the universe, the plane of the universe, the relative plane, and described objectively, it is also mentioned that the general law of all the beings, all the becomings, this is the expression he uses. Brahman the being, becoming the becomings. I am quoting Sri Aurobindo Ghosh. Being, becoming the becomings. In this process, the objectively described power, the governing force, that Lord decides what law is to govern all these beings in general. And the same Lord has also ordained that each object will hold within itself its own laws. And it has been like this for all times. Shashvatibhya Samabhya. It has been like this throughout. Sempiternally, it has been like that. Time coexists with universe. When there is no universe, there is no time also, no time, no space. So, time is not described, explained by Sri Aurobindo Ghosh as eternal. Here it has been mentioned sempiternal. He is referring to the perpetuity in which the objects hold the laws within themselves. So these are two pronounced differences. One is about the alteration of the gender. The other one is, while Sri Shankara Bhagavad Pada said that Yatha Tathyata Arthan Vyadhadat Shashvatibhya Samabhya, the duties have been apportioned, divided among the world creators according to what is due to each one, depending on the fitness, the karmas and results. This is what Sri Shankara Bhagavad Pada said, whereas Sri Aurobindo Ghosh plainly says that all these objects have been holding within themselves the laws to govern all of them, each one of them. These are the two differences which have been mentioned here. Pranamam to all blessed souls. Hari Om.